Hi again, Rockies. Thank you so much for joining me for this next instalment of This Is Me. It's great to be back. Now, in Symphony, what we did was I did little videos for different parts and realised after doing that nobody actually knew what anybody else was doing. So it was kind of lots of people were like, oh, I wonder what the basses are doing here, or I wonder what the lower altos are doing here. So this time I thought I would make a video for all of you and do the parts individually, like your leader would when they're teaching you a new song, and then you can see what other people are doing. And in this video I am going to do the first verse, well, the verse, and this verse has got 4 lines, and this time we're starting with the basses. We're going to go bass, lower alto, upper alto, soprano, which is the reverse of what we did for Symphony, where we started with the sops first. And actually the reason we did that is because I think it went sop, bass, upper, lower, because of the way that we were actually singing it. But for this one, we're all singing together. So we're going to go bass, lowers, uppers, sops. And we're starting with you then, bass. Your line is, I'm not a stranger to the dark. And what we're going to sign is, I'm not afraid of the dark. Because, again, having to design it for an entire choir to perform, that it wasn't too confusing, it wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. So the signs that I've designed for this are going to make perfect sense. There is a sign for strange, but that's not what this means. It's stranger, which is a completely different thing. It doesn't make sense particularly for a sign song, but this does. What we're saying is, I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. I have been in the dark so much in my life that I'm kind of used to it. So the 2 signs we are going to do for this are afraid and dark. Now, what we'll do is your afraid is your claw hand shape. Right at the top, please, left at the bottom on your chest here, and you're going to go bounce, bounce. And you'll like this because we've already done this sign in the last video. Bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce. With me. Bounce, bounce. One more time. Bounce, bounce. Good. Okay, now we're going from there to here. So let's just do that a few times, basses, with me. Bounce, bounce, here. And again. Bounce, bounce, here. I'm not afraid of is the timing for that. And again, I'm not afraid of. Although the line is, I'm not a stranger to. So let's sing the actual line now. I'm not a stranger to the dark is the timing. I'm not a stranger to is where we're going to go up to. And again, I'm not a stranger to. One more time. I'm not a stranger to. Good. All right. And now our next 2 words then are the dark. So we're going from here down to here. Now, if you can turn your heads to the left, I think it would look particularly nice. I'm not a stranger to the dark. You don't have to turn them all the way around, just a tiny little bit, because at this point, the song is quite sad. It's saying, I've been in the dark all my life. And so just by that tiny little head turn, I think it just brings it a little bit more to life with the expression that this song is portraying. So, I'm not a stranger to the dark. And again with me. 3, 4, 1. I'm not a stranger to the dark. And one more time. 3, 4, 1. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Good. All right, so that is your bit, basses, and now we are going to have the lower altos take up the reins, and your lines, lower altos, is hide away, they say, because we don't want your broken parts. Now, okay, then. Again, Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not. I'm talking to you, lower altos.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
The technology is everywhere. Hide away, they say, because we don't want your broken parts. Now, you're going to like this, I hope. It's a lovely line. We're going to do hide away, and this time we are moving our heads. This is the sign for hide. It's also the sign for secret. So your right hand comes across your mouth, although obviously we don't want to shield our mouth because we are singing. We want to project our singing. So we're going to come slightly this side, here. So your right hand is here and your left hand is here. Just do this with me. Oh, it's a little bit like, no, it's not, it's fine. Here, you're hiding. Hiding. Do it nice and slowly with me. Hide away. And again. Hide away. And one more time. Hide away. Good. And we are moving our heads to the left, which is going to look really, really good. On they say, we're going to drop our hands down by the side. We're going to do hide away. They say. And again with me. Hide away. They say. And one more time. Hide away. They say. Good. And then we've got 2 more signs we're going to do actually. We don't want your broken parts. Want, don't want are the same sign, and we use this, or somebody used this in the symphony. Want, don't want. So we don't want. Now your broken parts, we're not going to sign broken because it would look not so good. What I'm going to do is here is we're going to put in a lovely, lovely bit of natural body language, and we're just going to be like, don't want you, don't want you, going to flick you away. And it is this flick, it's middle fingers in here, flick that away. No, don't want you, you're useless, you're all broken. Off you go, off you go. So just do this with me a few times. Middle fingers, arms about here, flick that off. Off you go. Don't want. Don't want. If you have dexterity problems, I could hardly say that, dexterity problems with your hands, don't worry at all. Either just use this hand shape again like we did before, exactly the same movement, or from here to here. Nope, don't want you. If you can do this, then fine. And this is the timing. From hide away, it's hide away, they say, because we don't want your broken parts. Broken parts. So let's do don't want. We don't want your broken parts. And we do that without the handshake now, so just the movement. We don't want your broken parts is how it's going to go. So let's go from the top, hide away, they say, because we don't want your broken parts. Nice and slow. 2, 3. Hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. And that's our attitude. We don't want you, off you go. And again with me. Hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. Good, okay. And now the upper altos are going to come in and they're going to take over with, I'm not reading this obviously, here on my table. My head is so full of symphony, I keep going to say symphony, this is me. Okay, upper altos, I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. And you might be pleased to know that we're going to do 2 signs here. We're going to do learn. So your hands start in front of you in this position, closed fingers please. Learn. So all this information is out there and it's coming in to your mind. Teach, learn. That's how that works. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. And this is a sign for ashamed. It's a sign for embarrassed. It's as if the red of the, was following you as you're embarrassed about something. So I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. And ashamed is an open hand, not a closed one. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. And that was the timing of that. I've learned to be. And again with me, just to learn. I've learned to be. And again, I've learned to be, and one more time for luck. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. And again, I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Good, and that's your bit. Upper altos. Now the stops come in with run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. So this, we're going to sort of do a little bit like the lowers just now. We don't want you, you're broken part, off you go. And we're going to do the same sort of thing. This is a wonderful piece of natural body language, just means off you go, literally. This handshake, bye-bye, pop off. That's what we're saying. Run away, they say. And just like the altos that did just now, who did we do? Hide away. And their hands came down, hide away, they say. For our, they say, stops, you're dropping your hands again. So you're going to do run away, they say. So with me, run away, they say. Wrists up, otherwise it looks a bit, hello, this way. Off you go. Run away, they say. And again, run away, they say. Good. No one will love you as you are. Well, I went round and round on this a little bit of what I was going to do, and then I decided that really for this, less is more. This is a really, really beautiful, it's such a beautiful and powerful song, and I wanted to make it look very, very powerful. And this first verse is dark, you know, it's saying all my life it's just been awful. People have criticised me and they've told me I'm wrong and blah, blah, blah. We are going to do one sign. And the sign we're going to do is the sign for love. But it's not the sign for love like we did in Symphony, where we did, I never thought I'd find this feeling. It's so cool. It's all loving and marvellous. This is not that. No one will love you as you are. So again, we're staying very, very serious with this. We're going to do run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. So you can do a tiny little head shake there if you like. If you want to just use facial expression, that's absolutely fine. Sign language is from here to here. It is not just about what your hands are doing, it's about what your entire body is doing. It's what your face is saying and how you're moving. And sign song is a collection of all of these things. But if you haven't got it here, if you don't have it here, it doesn't look right. So literally we are doing two signs, sopranos, and you could say, oh, that's a little bit boring, isn't it? Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. It is boring if you do it like that, but if you do run away, they say, no one will love you as you are, then suddenly it comes to life and it looks wonderful. So let's just go over those pieces again. Bass back to you. Bass we're starting with, I'm not a stranger to the dark. And you are going to sign, I'm not a stranger to the dark. Let's do that again a little bit slower. Sorry, here we go. I'm not a stranger to the dark. One more time. Not a stranger to the dark. Okay. And then low as you're coming in with hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. And we're doing hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. One more time. Hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. Uppers, I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. We've got two signs here and we're doing learn to be ashamed of all my scars. Learn to be ashamed of all my scars. That is the timing. So that learn comes in quite quickly because it's learn to be. So let's just do this a few times. Learn to be. And again, I've learned to be into that sign the next. So learn to be ashamed of all my scars. Good. And now sopranos. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. Okay, good. All right, lovely. So let's just put that little bit together to there then.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away.
How exciting is this? Okay. All right, so now we are into, I won't let them break me down to dust. So this is this tiny little bit that we haven't done before. We're all singing this together. And this is one of the most dramatic pieces of the song. There are probably 4 really dramatic pieces, things that go on in this song, but this is one of them because we're going to do but, and it's going to come all together. Every member of the choir are going to do it, bam, on that but, because we've been like, oh, you know, it's awful and they're telling us we're wrong. Aha, but, and your right hand please for this, but won't let them break me down to dust. I'm not going to let people do this to me. I'm not going to let them say it to me. I'm not going to let them dominate me. And that's the sign that we're going to use. This is the sign for dominate. Now it's a multi-directional sign, which means that I can dominate you and you can dominate me. And this is the classified. Remember in symphony, we had classified 2 people walking away and coming back and walking away and coming. These are people. And if this is me and I've got all these people behind me and they're pushing me down, just like this, they're pushing me down. But the beauty of this, because you're probably thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, you said that's somebody dominating you and you're not going to let them dominate you. Well, we're not. And we're doing that with our face. But won't let them break me down to dust. That's how it looks. It's going to look so cool. But won't let them break me down to dust. And the timing is but, boom. But, right there. And your left hand, open left hand. But, there. So do this with me a few times. But. But. One more time. But. Ooh, good. Okay. And now on this, let them break me down to dust, is where this is coming towards you. But you're not going to have a bar of it. It looks like this. But won't let them break me down to dust. And our heads are absolutely going to shake at this point because it's not happening. But won't let them break me down to dust. It doesn't really matter which way your head goes. It's not going to be it's not going to be some sort of huge movement. It's just going to be, it's your eyes that are going to tell it all. It's not going to happen. So let's just do that. Let's say that or sing that at the same time. Here we go. But won't let them break me down to dust. And again. But won't let them break me down to dust. Good. Okay. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. This is a sign for no. It is something good and it's in your head. You know it. It is different than the sign for think. This is think. And this is no. And the way that I always remember the sign for no is that it's something good and it's in my head. I know it. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know. Just go from here. Don't worry with the but. Go from here. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know. And again. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's... Okay. And again, one more time. From here. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that. Good. Okay. And the sign for place is this. It is a place in front of you. Area. Place. And we're doing, I know that there's a place for us. So you're going to go from no and go out and bring it round to here. So you're not going all the way around. I know that there's a place for us. Know that there's a place for us. Let's just do that a few times. About you, we didn't warm up. I didn't warm up. I know that there's a place for us. And again, I know that there's a place for us. One more time. I know that there's a place for us. Okay, so we're going to put this together now from the but to there, nice and slowly. And it's going to go, but I know that there's a place for... Only they're the wrong words. I'm leaving that in. I'm not even going to cut it out. I'm going to leave it in. I won't let them break me down to dust is the actual. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. And again. But Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. One more time. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Good, okay, lovely. All right, and we have one more sign in this tiny little video, and it's for we are glorious. And the sign that we're going to sign is glorious. And it's one of my very, very, very favourite signs because it shows everything. It says it all. It's glorious. And for fabulous and wonderful and beautiful and all of those things in the English language but that mean that word, this is the sign. So I'd like us to get this so that it looks beautiful. And if you do this, if you were doing a pair of binoculars, then put your right fingers on your chin here and your left behind it. There. That's the sign of that's the start of the sign, and it's here. Boom. That's the way it looks. It just pops out like that. Boom. Absolutely beautiful sign. Glorious. Glorious. And we are going to put our fingers on our chin for, I know that there's a place for us. On the 4. For we are glorious. For we are glorious. So nice and slow, just let's do for we are glorious a few times. But the 4 is when our hands are going to come to here. For we are glorious. And again. For we are glorious. One more time. For we are glorious. Let's go from know that there's a place for us. I know that there's a, join in. I know that there's a place, and again. I know that there's a place for us. On you go. For we are glorious. Yes. Let's do that again. For my know. I know that there's a place for us. Keep going. For we are glorious. Good. Okay. So the whole thing together then. We'll do it quite slowly, but I won't let them break me down to dust. Here we go. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. And one more time. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. Yes, lovely. Okay, that is wonderful. I'm going to do that with the music from there to there. Once again, I don't expect you to be able to do this with the music, not yet. You need to practice it nice and slowly and gently break it down like we did before, but so that you, when you've caught up, you have a reference so that you can sign it with me to there. So here we go. Let me just get the track in the right place. Good, all right. It still doesn't want to stop. This phone never wants to stop. It doesn't want to stop. Okay, good. Thrilled with that. Absolutely thrilled with that. I think we have one more video to go. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please practice slow and careful because this song really is going to look absolutely wonderful. I'll see you in the next video. Everybody, and here we are for the last little piece of This Is Me, and I'm very excited about this video because it has 2 of my favourite moves in it, and we're going straight in with the first one because we are now going to do another round of Bullets Hits My Skin, and we're turning into a 3-part choir, and we're going to have basses, altos, sopranos, and this is what we're going to do. This. So do you remember that the bad words and all the bad people were coming from this side? We were coming just over there to our right, to the left of your leader. And we're literally, boom, bullets, they're coming at you, so you're shielding yourself away from them. That is the move. There. And it's another round of bullets. So it's going to be bass, all of the altos, and then the sopranos. On that beat, another round of bullets. And the choir is going to go drop, 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 which will look stunning, I think. And that's basically the move, so it's not technical again. It's fantastic body language there. It doesn't have to be too big. You don't want to be hitting people in the face. You don't want to be knocking yourself on the person next to you. So it's a strong move, but it's not a massive move. There. And your head slightly to the side. Boom. Another round of bullets, it's my skin. For the altos, it looks like this. Another round of, so you're coming in on round. Another round of bullets, it's my skin. And the sopranos, another round of bullets, it's my skin. It's a bit like river dance. That is the timing for that. Well, fire away, because today I won't let the shame sink in. And again, this is actually altos now, all the altos, because basses and sopranos are doing their whoa, whoa, whoa. So everybody, another round of bullets hits my skin. Ayo. As you come to ayo, everybody moves from that position to this position. So a little bit laborious. Basses, it looks like this. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Ayo. Altos, another round of bullets hits my skin. Sopranos, another round of bullets hits my skin. Ayo. I don't know what your note is, but I've just picked that out of the air. Well, fire away. Cause today I won't let the shame sink in. Altos are singing this. So basses and sopranos, you're just gonna stand doing your powerful O's, doing nothing. You've dropped your hands down, so you're just doing this. But the altos then, both of you, you're going to do, well, fire away. Cause today I won't let the shame sink in. Huge bit of natural body language. Come on then, give it over. Give it all over. Fire away, cause today I won't let the shame sink in. Fire away, cause today I won't let the shame sink in. And again, we're shaking our head, we're saying it's not going to happen. Fire away, cause today I won't let the shame sink in. Then we're bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. So this is the sopranos. So the rest of the choir, while you're doing your whoa, 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 again, you're just standing, singing beautifully. And the sopranos take over now because their lines are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. I have made this particularly easy, but particularly effective. You're going to sign. Bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Bursting through the barricades. You're rolling up your sleeves. That's exactly what you're doing. And reaching for the sun. Now I could have signed reaching for the sun, and actually when I sign this myself, when our choir do it, I do reach up for the sun, but I thought, 40 odd sopranos reaching up into the air, that could look extremely messy, whereas this sign is extremely tight, and it means confidence is right up here. It's a C sign. Use your right hand, please. Confidence, down. I have no confidence. My confidence was middling for that exam. Boom, my confidence is up here. Bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. So it's reaching for the sun. Bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. And here is my very favourite line now. We are warriors. So what's going to happen is that the altos, both alto sections, are keeping the rock choir move. So you're doing, we are warriors. So you're in the middle, obviously, of the choir. We are warriors. The basses and the sopranos are going to have spears as a warrior, and the basses are signing warriors. And you're going to pick that spear up and stick it into the ground next to your foot. warriors. And the reason that the bases are doing this is because I've come over to the right. It's my right hand dominant here, warriors. Whereas the sopranos on the other side of the choir are going to do exactly what the basses are doing, but their spears are going to be on the other side, warriors. And you're sticking that spear into the left side, and your left hand is dominant at the top. So basses, boom, sopranos, boom, and that is going to frame the whole choir. It's going to be like big dramatic bookends while the altos are coming down here, the basses are here at the same time, the sopranos are here. So all you need to do is pick it up. If you're a bass, get your right hand on top, boom, just practice that a few times. The soprano, exactly the same, get your left hand on top, boom, that is the sign. So that's what we've become, and what we're going to do for this, because we're right up there now. We are confident now. We are warriors. So we are warriors. That's what we've become. So when you sign a that's, just point down to the floor. That's it. That's what we're signing. That's what we've become. So I think the altos are probably only singing that's once, that's fine. However many times you're singing that's what we've become. Basses, I know it's twice. That's what we've become. That's all we're doing for that. If you want to use your left hand there, that's totally fine. I see no problem in that, because at this point we're just a bunch of warriors being really, really confident and doing that. And then after that, we are back into the signs that we know already. Won't let them break me down to dust, but only the altos are singing this line. Again, sops and basses are doing your woes. So for this part then, the altos, won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, and now we're all, for we are glorious. And the timing there is a little bit different. The first one was, for we are glorious, and then this one, for we are glorious, glorious. Basses and sops, whoa, basically for this, while the altos are doing their bit, whoa, 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 for we are glorious. So on the big note, that's when we're coming out now. And altos, lower and upper, you are just signing exactly what you've signed before, but because you're the only people singing it, that's what you're doing. And that brings me on to the end of the song, because we have now covered the entire song. There's a lot of woes in this song. And what we're doing at the end, because everybody splits, don't they? There's upper bass and lower bass, and upper this and lower, no. And that's where we all split, and some sing and some do the woe. So the simple key is that when you're singing, you are signing, and when you're woeing, you're not signing. That is basically the end of this song. Everybody ends with this is me at the end of the song. But before that, that little section just at the end, before that, we're doing a little bit different. So if you're singing, you're signing, and you know the signs for it. I am so excited. I'm so excited about this. And I cannot wait to sign it with you. And I will be signing it with you before too terribly long. Thank you so much for watching these videos once again over the summer. This is something that we just felt would be nice. It would be a nice thing to do if you're shielding, if your holiday has been cancelled, whatever it is that has befallen us for 2020, which, let's face it, is a lot of things. I just think this song is absolutely perfect, because we are warriors and we are going to get together again. We will sing together again, and in the meantime, have a good old practice, and I hope I hope all of our years get an awful lot better soon. Take it easy, Rockies.